Let's now take a closer look at the key system actors and how they impact system dynamics. First, resource hubs are these targeted for their subject matter expertise or because they control access to critical resources. Remember, resources means more than just money. Resources are things that can be transformed into results, including information, ideas, and expertise. By providing access to these important inputs, resource hubs play a significant role in any system. So, how do you identify resource hubs in a map? As you can see here, resource hubs are actors that have the most arrows pointing towards them relative to other actors. Do you remember what I call an arrow pointing towards an actor? That's right, in degree. Well, can you guess what I call multiple arrows pointing towards a single organization or resource hub? It's called degrees in, because multiple degrees are facing in. Makes sense, right? Okay, so now that you know how to identify resource hubs, what do resource hubs tell you about system dynamics? Well, when analyzing a map, you will want to ask why certain actors are prominently positioned in the map. For example, when a majority of resource hubs in a system are international organizations, it could mean that the system is largely dependent on them for resources. Or maybe all the resources hubs are from one region or represent one ethnic group. We will take a closer look at this in another lesson. Can you see how identifying resource hubs can give you valuable insights into system dynamics? What about active networkers, the second key system actor? What role do they play in complex systems? Because active networkers are regularly pursuing relationships with other organizations, they are more likely to initiate collaboration and to distribute and promote information and ideas throughout a system. Can you spot any active networkers in the map? These organizations all have the most arrows pointing away from them. Now, remember, we call multiple arrows facing in towards a resource hub degrees in. So what do you think we call multiple arrows facing out from an active networker? Yep, degrees out. Makes sense, right? But what about this organization? It has some incoming arrows and a few outgoing arrows, but most importantly, it's a bridge connecting these two cliques. This organization is a broker, the third key system actor. Brokers have the potential to be powerful connectors and conveners with the ability to bridge the divide between different cliques and help integrate marginalized actors into the system. They have what is called high betweenness because they sit between two or more groups and serve as a potential bridge. However, brokers can also act as unintentional gatekeepers. Although they hold the key to valuable connections, they may not be aware of the important role they play. As a result, they may not take necessary steps to make these links. Makes sense, right? Like brokers, influencers, the fourth key actor have the potential to make meaningful connections. Influencers have relationships with other prominent actors, like resource hubs and active networkers. Here's an influencer. You can see that it is connected to this resource hub and this active networker. Because of their prominent position, influencers have the potential power to shape an agenda, set or reset norms and expectations, or convince other organizations about the merits of a program or a new idea. That's logical. Okay, so far we've identified 4 key system actors. Can you remember the 5th? By virtue of their position within the system and the map, it can all be too easy to forget about the marginalized. These actors are on the periphery and have few or no connections with others. As a result, their resources aren't shared. The presence of marginalized actors gives you important insights into issues of inclusion, power, and control. Never forget that marginalized groups may also be the source of new innovations and fresh ideas. So, where are the marginalized? Yep, here and here. Before watching the next lesson, take a few minutes to explore the practice map on Pando and to identify the 5 key system actors. As you do this, consider the impact that each key system actor has on the system.